I turn my head around so you realize it's not the same subject. Let's make this a bonus extra Master of Science and Ecocentric Worldview. So this place, Scout Island here, first time I come, the lady finally noticed her writing error, and in the second email said, she said a lot of people applied, so your chances of getting the job, if you want to know sooner rather than later, are not that high. Although nobody would really have the same quality and diversity and specialty of attachments that I sent her, probably too much. And I said I have an addiction on sending attachments. But again, if the person's really interested in retiring, knowing it's in good hands. But maybe, having a conversation with me, she and others would say, oh, you don't deserve to spend time in this paradise. And no offense, but, paradise for me looks slightly different than this, next to industry and loud noises and drug-addicted proto-societies and stuff. Still, I do it for the kids, right? The job that was kind of advertised here. But every time I want to work with the kids, it's always like I'm very clear, I have to work as much with the adults. Otherwise, it's a losing battle. So she didn't answer even the second email where I said, hey, you didn't answer that other question. Where I asked, could I get a waiver to go see this speaker at the church? Complete naturalist, I think, or something like that. But complete is spelled differently, and I didn't look up why yet. But $50 for that ticket for a couple hours of his stories and videos and pictures is, for me, it has nothing to do with ecocentrism. So she didn't answer that part again, and you can tell this is probably not a good match for me, and this is a culture where they're going to give the positions to somebody that is a clone of them or can't even tell the difference between what needs to be improved or not, or where to go or not to go based on modernity and the Anthropocene, with the approach to always reinventing cultures such as this one. So in another video I was going to say something in a vlog on ecocentric worldview, and when I was walking in Vietnam in a village where I wasn't supposed to leave, and I had jumped over the fence and fell and hurt my back. Not that bad, but it was pretty nasty bruise for a while. And got pictures of it. And that was my badge, right, to defend my freedom, which I was also role modeling to other foreigners that were stuck there. Say, it's okay to go to the store, you don't. And then all the neighbors are calling them. It really feels like, and then I'm reporting this to the independent website that kind of allowed that place to be on it, and they don't care either, right? And so it was kind of silly. So I'm walking anywhere in the world because I don't really believe that we can own land, or there's borders, or that's a fence, and people can put that fence there and say yes or no. I don't believe in that. I believe that if my behaviors are good, like that I won't litter here, and that I'll pick up other people's litter if it doesn't look too disgusting, and I'm on the way to a garbage can that I've seen far away, I'll pick it up. But I had to look up the unceded territory, because I've seen a lot of people talking about, and their way of respecting First Nations communities is, I want to acknowledge that I'm talking to you from the unceded territory. And I want to say, as the matured man from Earth, ecocentric in worldview, Homo sapien, never met any colleagues that represent the biosphere like I do, against the greatest villains, which is the species I share DNA with, is I can tell you that I could say this from anywhere. As the man from Earth, whose worldview is ecocentric, defends the biosphere, Gaia if you want, or global brain, or whatever you might think, is all territory is unceded to my species. And I will walk everywhere, and I will say how ridiculous you are in telling me what I can or can't do. And I will do this with the confidence of an Homo sapien, and with a lifestyle that allows me the freedom to not be as worried as you would be saying this. Saying, hey, you might think this if you want and keep it to yourself, but I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm treating the land and its animals well, and don't push your mental illness on me like I have with customs agents. This is who I am. You are living on Sol 3, the third planet from the sun, and I represent it like nobody else I've ever met or heard about. That includes Greta, who doesn't talk about the dangers of our overpopulation as a species, and therefore could improve her environmental values. And I'm willing to stand up for this.